Hello everyone. Um, my name is Emmanuel Pala. I am 18 years old. Finally had the courage to finally make, and hopefully, if I post this video, finally post this video. And this is my first video I've ever made for my channel. And it's been a while. I've always wanted to be a content creator. Always wanted to be someone that could put out something, not just something that's maybe funny or people can laugh about, people that can just use it as a form of joke, but something that can actually help people, something that can actually be a form of motivation, and something that can help and teach people to be better. So um, this is something I've always thought of doing since like 16 years old, but like out of fear, out of hear people say to me, out of what people might say to me, what people might do to me, what people would discourage me, telling me is like, what's the point? Like, you're not going to blow, you're not going to excel, you're not going to go far in it. But I have my mentors, and one of them, I learned something from them. They said that your greatest expense would be your expense of inaction. Your greatest expense would be your expense of inaction. You know, the only way something can be done is if you do the thing. You cannot achieve something unless you actually do it. So I've planned it out, I've written it on so many books that how I'll do it, how I'll have the setup, everything. But at the end of the day, me not doing it will still make it just be a plan on paper. Nothing is coming out, nothing is being done, and nothing is going to be achieved. So, I'm not here to maybe say that I'm poor or something, or I'm a very stable son of a very stable man. So as you can see, this is my room. Nothing too big or crazy, but it's something that I'm satisfied with and I have no complaints about. And I just want to start and post this video as the start of my journey because yes, my parents own their own company. My dad had to struggle a lot to start this company and build it to up to what it is right now. But I want to show and prove to other people, not even to prove to anyone really, but to show that I myself, this is not the only option I have. There are so many things that I'm attracted to, so many other business models, so many other ways of making money, so many other ways of, being successful that maybe my father might not have taken advantage of, but I want to take advantage of. And there are so many people that sit down, see how big their parents have, established themselves and believe that I'll just inherit it and that's the end. But for me, I don't want that to just be my story. I want to be someone that, because when you work hard and try to earn something, you appreciate it the more and you tend to cherish it the more. So that's why I want to start something of mine, build my own empire. Because this is my dad's empire that someone is just going to end up inheriting or something. But I want to build my own empire, and you know, I would throughout my life I'll end up getting into what they are. Some of them might be based on my career because I'm in college right now, university. I'm in Nigeria, so university. So I'm studying accounting. Some things might be in my career, some outside my career, some that might mix my career with something else. But you know, I want to still just start my own empire and do these YouTube videos, maybe maybe to my future kids or people that will watch me, or especially to myself, this should be something that holds me accountable, holds me, you know, like take notes of my actions so that I know my next steps, and to see people and people to watch my life and know that anyone can achieve this. You don't have to. Yeah, some people will say, "Oh, you come from a rich home, so why are you stressing?" But it's not all about coming from a rich home. It's all about, if you didn't come from a rich home, how would you like build yourself up? And like I said, this is me doing this for myself because I have my own goals, I have my own achievements I want to attain. But some people can see it as maybe I'm trying to prove some. But one thing I've learned, especially from one of my mentors, because I have so many online mentors, like crazy amounts, but one of them is that you can't get by in life if you're just trying to prove something to someone else. It's not every time if you're trying to achieve something just to prove something to someone else, it's never going to be fulfilling to you. Because after that person is caring or not caring about it, you won't care about it either. So that's why I believe it's important for me to do this. And like I said, this is something that even if people don't watch it, I'm seeing it as like an account of my life that people would watch, and most especially for my kids, because I want them to know that their father actually was able to work hard, because I want to end up having kids, but I want them to know that at least there are people that I was able to work hard and be a form of role model to other people, and maybe to them if they see it as something they can emulate, or But for me, I feel that this was a bold step of mine, because I've always thought of doing this since like the age of 16, 17, and it took up to now that I'm 18, and this is like almost the end of the year. This is August, and it took almost the end of the year for me to actually finally post a video. And it's just to use this thing to remember that the greatest expense would be your expense of inaction. You not taking that step, you thinking of a plan and end up discarding it because of maybe what other people will see, or maybe you don't have the resources, all the resources at the moment. Like, there is no perfect time for any idea that you have. You have to start it right at the point you imagine it, right at the point you think of it, right at the point you have that idea. You can't wait for the best opportunity. Like right now, I'm making my video with an Android phone. I always thought I had to get an iPhone. I always thought I had to have a camera. I always thought I had to have a tripod, the lights and everything. But after watching the video yesterday, I just felt like, let me start. Like, there is no point. Like, it's not where maybe I'm making money and I buy my camera that I'll be able to start now. I have a phone, even if the camera is not the best. I have a phone, and there might be noise around and everything, because it's my first video. Nothing's about perfect at first, but I just want to use this as a bold step to show that there are more steps ahead, there are more journeys ahead, there are more, the process is longer than it seems, but this is just one step to the goal. So, like I said, I'm just trying to lock in right now. I've always wanted to be a content creator. Also, start my own podcast. I have a group of friends, good childhood friends I'm trying to start with. And, like I said, this is just a video to show that this is the beginning of the journey of my life. I just turned 18 like on May of 2025. And I've been, postponing and procrastinating every single plan I've had, because of maybe I don't have all the resources, or maybe I'm limited by my age or something. Like, there's so many excuses I've given to myself to not start things I wanted to actually start. And I see other people that have started it, and I'll be like, oh my god, maybe they had a better opportunity, or maybe they had all the resources already, maybe they had an iPhone. Like, but I need to stop giving all those excuses, and I've seen that it's important for me to stop giving all those excuses, that I should take accountability for my actions and start. Even if it doesn't get to where I want it to be, or maybe it doesn't succeed as I think it should be, or succeed as I want it to be, I would rather be happy starting and maybe it does not progress, than regretting like maybe in the next 5 years for not starting. So it's like my first lesson for this my video. Your greatest expense is your expense of inaction. So take that bold step. Don't care about what people say. Don't care about what people maybe will laugh at you, make fun of you, make jest of you. It will, vex you small, but don't let that now discourage you from starting. Don't let that hinder you, or obstruct your mind from taking that bold step. Take that bold step. And like I said, this took me 2 years before I finally made this first video. But I want anyone that is saying that no matter what you want to do, whether it's content creating, starting up a business, starting up that, taking off in that career, you must take that bold step. Don't care about what anyone say, including your parents. And no, I've learned this thing from experience, especially my brother's experience. We'll talk about that later on in my life, but you have to learn to be able to take action even when others do not believe in you. even when those that are close to you do not think it will excel or like go far or would be successful, take that bold step no matter what. You should not be scared. You should not care about what other people will say. Like, who gives a fuck? It's your life. It's your own thing. As far as you have it thought through and you believe it has potential, you believe in your heart of heart that you can go far with it. Don't let anyone stop you from taking up that goal. Don't let anyone push you away from that goal. Don't let anyone scare you away from it. It's your goal, it's your plan. As far as you love it, as far as you have passion for it, take it up. Don't care about what other people say. That's exactly what I'm doing now. My parents never thought content creating was something sensible. They never thought it was something that was successful, especially in this time and age that we find ourselves, Gen Z, how we are. I mean, Gen Z practically. But take that bold step. That's just it. Take that bold step. There is no regrets when you do it. You have all the time in the world, especially for those that are my age and younger. Take that bold step. There's no one stopping you. There's no point of being so scared of what anyone will say or what maybe even your parents will say. So you are young, you can make mistakes. Like I said, I'm using this as a stepping stone to my goals, and going to start locking in, and this will just be a place where I'll be posting my progress and lessons that I learn on the way. And I just hope that those that see this, it resonates with them, and they see me as, not see me, but my life in general after maybe 5 or 10 years. If I continue, they see my life on YouTube or wherever they see me as a story that they can learn from. And again, my name is Emmanuel Opala, and I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for myself, and just follow me through this journey. And let's hope we're successful. Thank you. Your greatest expense is your expense of inaction. Remember that shit. That's the one thing that will make you start what you need to start.